Yeah, with the email that you forwarded to us today,
Yeah.
324.
That's why we sure like that.
Because it's not just
Again,
there's no
to anybody.
like they're gonna
Mike.
find yours.
Ready? We are. Okay. All right, it's 7:31. Call the meeting to order. Stand for the pledge. And I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Right, and everyone present except for Julie, we note her absence. She's sunning herself somewhere in the Caribbean. And I need a motion to approve the Personnel Committee meeting minutes of July 11th, 2022, the regular board meeting minutes of July 11th, 2022, the Facility Committee meeting minutes of August 1st of 2022, and the Personnel Committee meeting minutes of August 1st of 2022.
So moved. Second.
Flores,
Yes.
Belt,
Yes.
Missouri,
Yeah.
Hernandez,
Yes.
Herman,
Yes.
Palmer. Yes. Motion carried.
And I need a motion to approve the Personnel Committee Executive Session meeting minutes of July 11th of 2022.
So moved. Second.
Belt,
Yes.
Missouri,
Yes.
Herman. I'm sorry.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep,
Herman.
yep.
Okay. Hernandez,
Yes.
Palmer,
Yes.
Flores.
Yes.
Motion carried.
And, let's see, do we have supplemental?
Yes.
Sure. Any questions on the expenses and the supplemental bills? It's like all supplies. Yeah.
Mr. Vice President, should be noted, next month you'll have your abatement, a bulk of the abatement bill, a bulk of the HVAC bill, and a bulk of the bathroom, 5 shell of the bathroom harness. So next month will be a significantly large chunk of change.
Can I,
That's not,
can I not attend? And
you,
I like spending great amounts of money.
you have every right to do what you want, sir.
Do I have a motion to approve the August 2022 expenses as presented?
So moved. Second.
Okay. Missouri,
Yes.
Hernandez,
Yes.
Herman,
Yes.
Palmer,
Yes.
Flores,
Yes.
Belt.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Moving on to the treasurer report.
All right, exciting stuff.
Yeah.
The balance in the super now account at First Community month end was $217,574 even. We had outstanding checks totaling $123,885.97. July payroll expense carryover was $22,104.94. We added back in some August payroll expense. Realized that was booked in July, $52,149.89, leaving the adjusted bank balance at $123,732.98. Lunch program balance, $21,4884. Impress fund, $5,000, totaling $130,881.82. Investments were $12,538,321 even, leaving the balance of all funds as of July 31st at $12,669,202.82. July receipts were $1,390,328.31. Expenses were $1,387,405.93. The individual fund balances at month end: education fund $5,153,566.26. Building fund $483,346.76. Bond and interest, $1,117,172.37. Transportation fund, $2,211,488.18. IMRF, $260,118.71. Working cash fund, $2,642,813.65. Tort fund balance, $247,629.83. And life safety, $553,067.06. Interest earned was $172.04. And we had quite a few deposits from the state. Title IV, $52.06. Special ed private facility, $20,952.43. Regular transportation, $48,152.43. Special ed transportation, $80,836.16. Driver's education, $21,1283. Title II, $1802. IDEA SOIC, $25,275. Title I, $44,084. Special milk, $73.48. School lunch program, $33,776.18. And an ESSER III grant, $115,978 even. The fourth distribution for real estate taxes was received for $113,066.63. Fund balances are in the packet.
Any questions for Mike? Hearing none, ask for a motion to approve the treasurer's report as presented.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Herman.
Yes.
Palmer.
Yes.
Flores.
Yes.
Belt.
Yes.
Missouri.
Yes.
Motion carried.
I have no one seeking the floor to speak. Anyone in the audience? Thank you. We'll move on to staff reports. Mrs. Black.
Good evening, everyone. Sorry that my report just came today. I was on vacation last week, so we were in Yellowstone. It was wonderful. The total is incorrect. The numbers weren't correct when I did there, and then I didn't recalculate. So our current enrollment is, our projected enrollment was 422 students. Last year at this time, we had 428 students, so pretty close. I did work for a while with the secretaries. We have 108 students who have started but not completed registration. And we have 24 students who we are expecting who will be returning. We haven't received anything that they're transferring to another school or anything like that. And they have not yet started registration. Since our registration opened, we send something out weekly. Starting today, I recorded, my voice seems to help sometimes. So recorded a phone message that will be sent every day to the group of students who have not yet finished registration. And in that message, it also clearly states that registration needs to be finished by August 14th in order for students to start on the first day of school. So, Wednesday, I will meet a whole bunch of our kindergartners at popsicles with the principal out on the playground at our school. We've done it the last couple of years. It's a great time for the kids. They have different color name tags based on what class they're in, so they can kind of see some students that are in the same class as them. They play on the playground. It helps everyone feel a little bit better about the first day of school. Because of the construction, we will not be having our traditional material drop off and meet teachers the night before, but we are going to have an open house on August 30th. I have something ready to go out to parents, letting them know, since we will not be dropping materials off the day before, they don't have to bring in all of the wipes and paper towels and Kleenexes and all of that. basically just what will fit in a backpack, so they don't have to worry about, strapping the kids down and then falling off with all the weight of the things in the backpacks. So I do have information ready to go out to parents with that in the next day or so they know what to send their kids to school with on the first day of school. Any other questions?
No, I noticed the elementary staff was working in that room there today. It was a little warm. You just maybe some air in there for them?
The air conditioning was not working at the junior high today.
Ah,
So Mr. Snow is working on
okay. Because they were working there. It was a little warm.
it. Agreed.
I was there.
Agreed.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Quasny.
Good evening. We have 245 students who are going to be coming back this year. We have 205 who are ready, registered, so we're just waiting on 40. So that was good because last week when I sent the report, the numbers were much lower. We were getting a little nervous, so we had a lot of people who finished off and were started and completed their registration. Also, we're going to be welcoming students to the building to drop off any school supplies, pick up their locks, tour the building, especially for our 6th graders, this Thursday and then next week on Monday and Tuesday. They're welcome to do that. And their schedules are also available online now, so they can pick up a hard copy if they would like, but it is available online. Our open house is going to be on the first day of school that evening, Thursday, the 18th. And lastly, I just wanted to thank the office staff, the custodial staff, and the tech staff who just did an amazing job this summer trying to get everything ready. A lot of hard work goes on over the summer, so I just wanted to thank them as well. Did anybody have any questions? Thank
Is
you.
the registration like a little glitchy? I know especially at the junior high, like a lot of parents are getting emails saying you're not registered and we are. Like I even got one.
Today they accidentally sent out a message that said to everyone, it was supposed to only go out to certain parents, so that was a little mistake that was made today for some of the parents. As long as the kids can see their schedule, they're all set. Mhm. Thank you.
Mr. Meyer.
Did I hear your voice at the high school today? Is that your voice?
Was he on the intercom again?
No, but I thought I heard his voice. And now when he said he came over here, I thought that's what they told you to do, so nice job.
I followed the
I could appreciate that. Art position. It's been a month, and I have as many applicants as state championships, so that would be 0. I don't know what we're gonna do with art. We have a plan per se, maybe a full-time sub, but art at the high school may not be an option this year. With that being said, if we can't find anybody within the next week, and it's maybe just a study hall and not art, we would reimburse those people that are in the art program because you have to pay an extra fee for art supplies. We'll still keep it open. Maybe someone comes second, maybe a kid grad, something like that. But as of right now, it's not a good situation.
How many students are enrolled right
It's a
now?
great question. I did not put that number down.
Okay.
Quite a few. We have quite a few in the program, and that's yearbook as well. Because we put that in the classroom. I'm looking to outsource possibly that this year as well, because Miss Leah Pardo did that for us last year. So I don't know. Number-wise, I should add that, I apologize. 57 KACC students, that's the largest we've had in some years. We are using right now the biggest bus, so there will be students, I will send something out this Thursday to the KACC crew just to remind them of what time we leave and all those good things. We have had the KACC program reach out because there are a ton of kids that want welding and they don't have enough spots, but it's like you guys accepted them for the most part. I mean, now you want to back out, so we'll see what happens with some of those. They may end up moving spots. But there may be 3 to a seat in those buses for a while, depending on how many kids show up. We're going to try to do a better job. I hate to take opportunities away from kids, but also, I don't know, maybe 50. I guess we'll see. We'll see how it works, if we can manage this or not. I hope we can. Because I do believe our KACC program is an asset. I do believe that it's great for kids, and I think I truly appreciate what Tim Guerin and, it's
Matt Kelly.
Oh, Matt Kelly, thank you. Matt Kelly do down there, they're phenomenal. Number 3, real quick, the librarian came today. I talked to her, she's, anything we can do to help, anything I can provide support with, anything that you don't offer there that we can do maybe at the library. So I had a good conversation with her. I'll pass on any of that information to Mrs. Plantz. And then lastly, I sent a letter out today to families to kind of give them an update of some things that are new or some expectations that I want to kind of bring back. Hopefully we're getting closer to, I don't know if the word normal is right, but what we're going to call normal. But so that's going to be out there. Like I said, I'll send something out to the KACC kids on Thursday to remind them. And then I put in the board report, but I forgot to put in my letter today. I'm also allowing students to come to next week if they want to come in, mess with their locker because it's been a year, put some stuff in there, depending on our cleaning situation. So it'll be good. We'll make it work. Yes, ma'am.
Do you know how many are enrolled in the Prairie State courses?
20 some. I thought it was high 20s again, but that I wouldn't quote me. I can find out from Steve tomorrow.
Shoot me an email,
Correct.
please. Thanks.
Yep.
Okay.
And now with that being said, we are bringing them back on campus. So we have 2 classes, a Monday, Wednesday, and a Tuesday, Thursday. And I'm probably going to screw this up, but I think Monday, Wednesday is online from the professor, but the kids are going to be in the library. Tuesday, Thursday, we're going to have a person here on campus, and they're going to come to Mr. Du Bois's room in the morning. I want them back on campus. I think that's important. So that's what. Anything else?
In regards to the policies that you had sent out for the changes
Mm-hmm.
with the cell phones, are the teachers going to monitor who is taking
I hope so.
these cell phones
That's-
out?
That's the whole goal. I don't want them by the door. I don't want people, I gotta use the restroom, and then they walk out and they take somebody else's. So I prefer that they need to have a neutral location that kids really aren't going to be around. I'd like them numbered. I just think I need the consistency of the teachers in general, because it wanes from extreme to extreme. And I'm okay with some of that, but let's do the direct instruction. Let's get the kids what they need to know. And then if you give them homework and let them use the music, I'm fine with it. I'm totally okay with that. But just the whole thing of teachers having to confront it all the time, I think is we're missing out on learning.
No,
We should.
absolutely agree. I just don't, my
Agreed.
concern is
100%.
Yeah.
I would agree. And this is big on the teachers, but I want something, and the leadership team was on board. But yes, they'll have to have something. Like I said, I'd like to have numbers, and I don't care if it's by the alphabet, so you can look and see, oh, 27's not there. Jimmy, where's your phone? And also same thing with the earpieces. I didn't put that in there. But you're not going to put your phone up there but still keep your earpieces in. Because I'm smart. I mean, I'm old, but I'm smart enough than that to kind of figure out it's probably still on. So, but that's my goal. That's
So
my goal.
are all the teachers going to be consistent, or are you going to just let the teachers
All
do
is a
what they
great word. I mean, my goal is absolutely. The only thing is PE is not. PE will not have one of those holders. I don't how PE. Mr. Keene was in there. He's on my leadership team. They will figure that out. Now, if they have them on them like they do in PE when they're walking around and playing, okay. They'll have them at lunch again. They'll have them between classes. They'll have them still, except I think initially is all I want is let's get the education, let's get the focus.
that
and
it's
then
not
we'll
a
go.
distraction for the
That's my goal.
kids in the
But
class.
all of them, I mean, that's my goal. But is it going to be difficult? Sure. But that's what I want, and that's what hopefully we're going to do.
Because I can just hear, Larry took my phone.
Oh,
You
and-
know it's going to happen.
And I understand it, and I know people aren't going to be happy with it. But I'm not the only school doing this. When I reached out to ask people, there were multiple, the town I live in is doing it. So we need to recapture our classrooms. That's the way I feel. I'm not saying that's in every
100%.
classroom, but I just think that there's certain things that we should be able to control. And again, you do the right thing, you get your stuff done, hopefully the staff's not going to be, whatever. Still allow them. I don't think music is a bad thing, as long as we're not causing a problem.
Oh, there's probably more than music
Of course,
on the phones.
but-
My kids are going to hate
but-
me.
It's okay.
But they
But
also
we
have
made it through lunch.
They have a computer.
We made it through. We've done a decent job, but it's just off the board. There's just some things that, after watching things for a year, I just want to do a little something different. We'll see. Who knows? We're trying. We'll see. I got Missouri. Here we go. Yes.
On the activity report,
Yep.
I remember in the past, we had the class of 2020 with the monies. It is now gone on the July. What was done?
They took the boat trip.
I was gonna say, Michelle brought us up, and then we came and said, I have no idea. I can find out from Katie.
Yes, please. Okay.
So the 2022 funds were, what was it last month? Do you remember?
Wait, hold on, I can go back, hold
Do we pay for prom? Do we pay for our last piece of that?
on. From 2020, using 2020 money?
Oh, I think you said 2022.
The class of 2020.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think you
Class
said
of
2022. I don't know.
Technically, 3 years ago.
Right, but it's been
Yeah.
sitting there
It's
in
been
the
sitting,
funds,
yeah.
so
Hopefully we
now it's gone, so what
find
was
out.
done
Hopefully
with
put it
it?
in miscellaneous, or we used it for something. I don't know. I should
Okay.
look at
Let
TV.
me know. That's your to-do list.
Okay, so Prairie State numbers and
Art.
2020 money.
And art, no, 2020.
2020 money, yes?
And art students.
Oh, I think you said PSC too.
And PSC.
Okay,
So Prairie State numbers are 19, I believe.
Ooh, then some have dropped.
High 20s.
Seriously, I swear we had 26. That's what I was gonna say, but
I
I'm
want to say you
not.
said 24 last time.
See, I thought it was, so some have dropped. I'm hoping, no.
You got art students there, Joe?
82 total, 10 of which are yearbook. So 72, not including yearbook.
So how many of the same repeats are they?
I believe those are all.
Okay.
Yes.
And then we've got Mrs. Bluen leaving next year. So it's a tough situation. But, yeah. So now I have one question. Right. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it.
Thanks,
Anything
Joe.
else?
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Dr. Gam.
So I figured the important thing for the community to know about from my report, obviously, is the summer projects, where we sit with all of those. And I kind of alluded to it a little bit earlier. The bathroom, the final walkthrough is going to be Friday with Doug. That is completely done. Ms. Black's walkthrough, you couldn't even tell that there was never a bathroom there. It is seamless. It's remarkable and how good of a job Heritage did on that. So that final walkthrough is Friday. Other than that, they're all done. Abatement's been done, so we're just waiting for Ideal to do our final check mark, and they're going to send us the invoice for that. The tile, I believe, is finished. They might be working on one class area, but I'm sorry, not class, like the stairs or something. I didn't get it over there
I
today.
think it's just like the edging, like the actual tiles done with the classroom that we're waiting for them edging.
There we go.
Whatever.
And so, other than that, all the classrooms are done, the hallways are done, the stairs are done. And so they're mostly done, and when they send me an invoice, there's a penalty per day past the 20th if they didn't get it done. So we'll be getting a little bit of rebate on that one. Then obviously the HVAC system. At the high school, it's 95% done. They will be coming back in December to kind of do some of the aesthetics of it because they're doing all their focus right now on the units over at the elementary. And they should have power. Should be tested in the next week. The bigger problem, obviously, is the elementary. I've told you guys prior to facilities. It is not a GRP problem. It's not a Beecher problem. It is a ComEd problem. It's comparable to, I'm going to host a Super Bowl party. I bought the house, or I bought the TV, I bought the surround sound system, but I don't have it. My cable company won't hook up my cable. That's kind of where we're at right now. So we're waiting for the power company to get us a transformer to get that running.
Are they giving us any reason that they can't supply a transformer?
It's the same reason they're not doing anything with a lot. I know Miss Pappas' husband works in the city, and there's hospitals waiting for transformers from ComEd. There's no parts.
Waiting to get on wood.
Yep. Yep.
And this
So
is affecting both schools then?
no, it's only going to be affecting the
Only
elementary. Yeah.
So,
But they haven't started up the fired everything up yet. So that means. I said in my report, guys, they didn't have air conditioning for 100 years. A few more months isn't going to kill us. If there's a heat situation, again, I'll call a heat day to make sure that we don't have kids sitting around in super, super hot days. So it's going to be similar to what we did last year in terms of those. So that's kind of where we're at with all the projects.
But that means they don't work either for heating now. They don't work for air conditioning or
No,
heating.
heating is a completely different animal because it is not.
Does it use as much or something?
Correct. It's the
Okay.
compressors that pull the power, and they don't
Okay.
require the transformer. So yeah, the PUU units themselves produce the heat.
Well, that was my worry, because if there's no date,
Yeah.
if we don't have heat, we can't have
He has
school.
he said that heat is not the issue at all.
Okay.
And so we're
But the
getting there.
ventilation,
And
the ventilation system.
But the
might work.
ventilation.
correct. So, I mean, think about it, the huge backlog of the society we live in right now, everything is in, we're waiting on a power company. You know, some people are going to say it's not a successful summer. The fact that we're going to be able to open our doors, right now we're waxing floors and getting stuff back in this week. So, it's been a very busy summer, no doubt about it, but we're going to open up the doors. Which brings me to the other point I did email the board about. Would you like me to discuss that now?
You might as well.
You might as well.
Okay. So one of the things I would like to do, looking at the calendar, the moving company will be here Thursday to start moving stuff back in there. So all the floors will be waxed, ready to go. So Thursday they'll have half the rooms ready to go. I don't know what rooms. Sorry, Ms. Miller, I don't know what room. But they'll have half the rooms. The other half will be finished on Monday. So that's kind of the goal, to have things in those rooms on Monday. I don't want to bank on that 100% being true. It could be all the way to Tuesday. So right now, Wednesday is an Institute Day. The Institute Day is going to be a breakfast supplied by the district. Please come if you'd like. It's at 7:45 to 8:15. Then we'll do our quick introductions to the new staff, and then we'll send them on their merry little way, giving them the entire day to do their move-ins, things like that. Mr. Myers reaching out to the high school students who need service hours to see if anybody's willing to help.
So that's Wednesday, they'll be able to get into their rooms and start
For sure.
rearranging.
Now, looking at our calendar, there is one additional Institute Day that's on March 22nd. What I would like to do, as long as I don't have 4 people yelling at me right now, take the 22nd, move that Institute Day to the 18th of August. That will give our elementary teachers a second full day, with hopefully the help of some high school students, to continue getting their rooms ready, because of how important it is that when an elementary student walks into that classroom, outside the smiling face of the teacher, they have that welcoming feel to it. What that would do is create Friday being the first in-person student day, and then March 22nd would then be a regular school day. It will not affect the end of the year at all. We still have the July 1 is the last school day, July 2nd being the last teacher institute day.
July and June.
Oh, we're gonna go out in July this year. So yeah, sorry.
Surprise!
I was like, oh.
So that is what, and again, and I know one extra day of 6-7 hours may not get all their boxes undone, but it's 6 or 7 more hours where they're going to be able to do something. So I think that's the best we can do with where we're at right now, unless everybody is dead set on kids coming back on the 18th. The second part of that is we do have the storage containers. The ones on the east side of the elementary school are being removed on the 18th because the movers can't move it before then. So either we have a first day of school and we kind of have people circling around, or we say, hey, flip-flopping this today, not add anything to our calendar, start on the 19th with sidewalks clear.
So half a day on the 19th for students.
No, it's still going to be a 2 o'clock dismissal. That day is still the same,
Oh, okay.
2 o'clock. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it would be affected is the 22nd would now be a regular school day, and then I would be obviously be reaching out to families tomorrow if they're not watching live right now.
Obviously, that would be my
Yeah.
only concern with the families.
Yeah. But the other way I look at it, when I call it snow day, I tell them the day before, and they can get that. So, I mean, if we start pushing out now,
A week,
yeah, the 3 of them will be able to get it notified. We have some community members right here who Joe, Facebook it. So Joe Duncan's on it for me. We'll get it on the webpage, everything like that. So everybody all right with that plan? All right. I'm sure our elementary teachers will appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Other than that, that's kind of where we're at. Sit back down. Oh, and again, thank you for the 7:30 start. I did get the, you want to talk about a weird cell phone policy the school my daughter went to just gave me theirs. The 5th time they confiscated the cell phone, there was an expulsion here. Possible, sorry, possible. Possible, I shouldn't say there is, possible. So.
That'd be over east, right? That's east out here?
It's east and north, yeah.
Maybe over there.
Yeah. So it's intense. We'll see what happens.
Do we have anything for?
No, sir, no need for them.
Then we'll go on to committee reports. Facilities. Juan, do you want to do any comments on our last facility meeting?
Well, basically, we were just deciding your next project, which is the roofs. Right?
Yep, the rubber roofs.
That's it.
That's it. That's it. I did talk to Scott Engstrom to come out, and I did mention, again, the junior high has it everywhere but the classrooms and then the gym and the cafeteria. So he is going to kind of give me an idea what the gym and cafeteria would cost to get that, just that portion, assuming it's kind of like our high school gym and cafeteria where it's going to be a rooftop unit and vented down. He obviously doesn't give me that information, but if that's something we wanted to do in the future, whether it be this year, next year, or in 2 years, I'll get you guys that number.
I did like what I heard in there. I listened to the whole meeting online, the 3-year plan, but I also want to thank the committee. That property out there, I think, is good for the district in the long term. So I think they made the right decision with that.
Okay. And personnel. Well, we're going to go over some of those later.
One of the two, yes, sir.
One of the two, yes. All right. I don't know, do we want to go into that now, or?
I mean, we can be addressed at 12 and 13, or you can talk about now.
All right, we'll address the two that we went over. We'll get that, okay. Old business, we need a motion to approve Board Policy 660, Section 10, as a second reading, omitting the sentence, "The superintendent shall implement a comprehensive health education program in accordance with state law." Any comments? This is, okay.
Second.
I need a motion.
Oh, I mean,
Second, motion second.
Okay, Flores?
Yes.
Belt?
yes,
Mazer?
Yes.
Hernandez?
Yes.
Herman?
Yes.
And Palmer? Yes.
And we need a motion for the adoption of the Teachers Retirement System Supplemental Savings Plan Resolution as presented. Any questions on that? I need a motion.
So,
Second?
Second.
Belt?
yes,
Mazer?
Yes.
Hernandez?
Yes.
Herman?
Yes.
Palmer?
yes.
Flores?
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right. Moving on to employment. We had a resignation of the transportation supervisor. I need a motion to accept resignation of Scott Austin as the transportation supervisor.
So moved.
Second.
Mazer?
Yes.
Hernandez?
Yes.
Herman?
Yes.
Palmer?
Yes.
Flores?
Yes.
Belt?
yes,
Motion carried.
And a motion to accept the resignation of Scott Austin as the junior high cross-country coach.
So moved.
second,
Hernandez?
Yes.
Herman?
Yes.
Palmer?
Yes.
Flores?
Yes.
Belt?
yes,
Mazer?
Yes.
Motion carried.
And a motion to accept the resignation of Scott Austin as the junior high track head coach.
So moved.
Herman?
Yes.
Palmer?
Yes.
Flores?
Yes.
Belt?
yes,
Mazer?
Yes.
Hernandez?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Need a motion to accept the resignation of Cody Killis as a teacher aide.
So moved.
second,
Palmer?
Yes.
Flores?
Yes.
Belt?
yes,
Mazer?
Yes.
Hernandez?
Yes.
Herman?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Need a motion to approve the employment of Nathan Thomas as junior high golf coach.
So moved.
Second.
Flores?
Yes.
Belt?
yes,
Mazer?
Yes.
Hernandez?
Yes.
Herman?
Yes.
Palmer? Yes. Motion carried.
Need a motion to approve the employment of Megan Mahoney as high school student council advisor.
So moved.
Second?
Belt?
Yes.
Mazur?
Yes.
Hernandez?
Yes.
Herman?
Yes.
Palmer?
Yes.
Flores?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Need a motion to approve the employment of Carly Patkus as junior high school assistant volleyball coach.
So moved.
Second.
Mazur?
Yes.
Hernandez?
Yes.
Herman?
Yes.
Palmer?
Yes.
Flores?
Yes.
Belt?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Motion to approve the employment of Madison Jansen as junior high school cross-country coach.
So moved.
Hernandez?
Yes.
Herman?
Yes.
Palmer?
Yes.
Flores?
Yes.
Belt?
Yes.
Mazur?
Yes.
Motion carried.
And I need a motion to approve the employment of Stephen Nelson as junior high school varsity boys basketball coach.
So moved.
Second.
Herman?
Yes.
Palmer?
Yes.
Flores?
Yes.
Belt?
Yes.
Mazur?
Yes.
Hernandez?
Yes.
Motion carried.
I need a motion to approve the employment of Jesse Nagel as junior high boys assistant varsity basketball coach.
I'm not junior high varsity. It's usually just
Well.
eighth grade. It's mentioned in the contract, so that. So moved. So moved.
Second.
Palmer?
Yes.
Flores?
Yes.
Belt?
Yes.
Mazur?
Yes.
Hernandez? Herman?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Need a motion to approve an increase to full-time status of the employment of nurse Lindsay Kokis from part-time to full-time.
So moved.
Second.
Flores?
Yes.
Belt?
Yes.
Mazur?
Yes.
Hernandez?
Yes.
Herman?
Yes.
Palmer?
Yes.
Motion carried.
And I need a motion to approve the employment of Jim Crocker as the transportation bus route and substitution coordinator and compensate a stipend in the amount of $3,143.28.
This is part of Scott's.
Yeah, so this is, if you guys remember last year, we didn't have a food director. I became food director. This year, we don't have a transportation supervisor. I'm not your transportation supervisor, but there's some things day-to-day operations, I will not be able to handle. And so we're going to look to outsource some of that. This is one of them. So what Jim will be doing is he'll have the cell phone the district's paying for. So if there's somebody calls off, he either finds a sub or he is the sub. If a parent has a concern, they call him and he responds to the parents. So that's going to be his role.
And he's here pretty early,
Yep, yep.
And he's preparing the routes and doing the schedule.
They're doing it actually, him and Marla and the drivers are working on it as we speak.
Okay.
Well, not right, I shouldn't say as we speak.
I already got a text from my bus driver, even though
Okay.
when I get children, don't take the bus anymore, but it was very much appreciated. So they're working.
Can't hear. Can't hear.
She got a text from her bus driver that she now has a route, even though her kids don't take the bus. And it was appreciated.
Did I get a?
You just did, so.
Okay, motion.
Second.
Okay.
Okay, Belt?
Yes.
Mazur?
Yes.
Hernandez?
Yes.
Herman?
Yes.
Palmer?
Yes.
Flores?
Yes.
Motion carried.
And the second part of it, we're going to skip.
Yeah, I can still fill you in with what that is because I was part of the personnel. I interviewed a few people. I'm waiting to hear back from another one because I want to make sure I give them all opportunity. The second stipend is for someone to work with Brandon Du Bois, making sure all the sports activity routes are coordinated. Brandon hopefully will have, if not month by month, he might be able to give them the whole year. So that's going to be one of the roles. And the second one is making sure all the timesheets are correct, making sure that they follow the union guidelines, and then making sure CARE has all of that. So there'll be 2 days a week, or 2 days a month, where they'll really make sure that everything's followed along. So
Was it internal or external?
everybody's internal. Everybody's internal. Yep.
So this
And we
is,
should have someone by next meeting.
Oh, 100%. If I'm honest with you, this is kind of like the Lori Grant talked to you guys about. Someone would be hired in that spot before you guys approve it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I can't give you a name and.
Do we need to maybe do like we've done before, approve it now?
You can approve, the motion allows you to approve a stipend,
Right.
It just, you
or
just
the
can't put a name in
potential
there.
hire that you have. if you make-
Correct. So you do have a motion item that does say the approval of a timesheet coordinator stipend.
Oh,
You just wouldn't have
If
the
you
second
wish
part
to
of that.
move to employ a transportation activities route assigner and transportation timesheet coordinator and compensate that person with a stipend in the amount of $3,143.28. Is that your desire?
So moved.
Okay, second?
Second.
Okay.
I'm sorry, who's second? Right. I'm sorry. Okay, Missouri?
Yes.
Hernandez?
Yes.
Herman?
Yes.
Palmer?
Yes.
Flores?
Yes.
Belt?
Yes.
Motion carried.
And I need a motion to approve a daytime custodian from GDI Integrated Facility Services at a wage of $16 per hour as presented. And just to note that $16 per hour is straight salary. There are no benefits attached to that, so.
So I just want to make sure, when someone says we don't pay our employees $16 an hour, we actually, if you break it down by their benefits, their IMRF, they make far more than $16 an hour. It's just, when you submit it to you guys and say, hey, this is their salary raise, everybody automatically looks at what the salary is. So our lowest paid custodian, even with his or her added benefits, is above 16. So this person would still be making less per outcome, less overall than any one of our custodians. So again, we're outsourcing a position that is needed.
But only outsourcing because we have not had a hire, correct?
Yeah.
We cannot hire internally.
Correct. Correct. I will say yes. The one person who's interested in it leaves us extremely short-staffed in the afternoon and would take us from other places, so,
Okay.
yes.
So the only difference between 1 and 2 is one person's the day and then.
One's the evening.
So the first one's,
The service will be in the evening.
correct, and that's gonna be 3 people, is what they're quoting us at. This is a completely different company. I'll tell you both about them now. Just so you guys know, part of the facilities meeting, we did talk about that afternoon custodial service. The part that Ms. Black really likes is that they do a before picture. They submit that picture to their supervisor every night, and if it doesn't look like the beginning of the before picture, you go do it again. And they're gonna do it until it gets it right. So that way, I don't have Ms. Black sending me pictures of trash cans being full, so on and so forth.
Was this the only company that submitted a bid or?
We had 3. One was the company we did use before. They came back at 10,000. He emailed me today and said, oh, I heard there's budget crunches, and came back at 88, so he was still higher. And then another one was just under 10 as well.
And then what's the contract look like? Is it month to month or for the entire year?
So we told them the plan is for the entire, it is a month-to-month contract, but we told them the plan is right now for the full year to happen. There's not just like the other one, there's a clause that we can get out within, if we give them enough notice, so. If we suddenly have a huge influx of nighttime custodians show up at our door, yeah.
Or concerns more so concerns that the teachers' rooms are getting cleaned properly.
Agreed.
All right, thank you.
So I need a motion to approve a daytime custodian from GDI Integrated Facility Services at a wage of $16 per hour.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Hernandez?
Yes.
Herman?
Yes.
Palmer? Yes. Flores?
Yes.
Belt?
Yes.
Missouri?
Yes.
Motion carried.
And I need a motion to approve the evening custodial services from GDI Integrated Facility Services at a cost of $7,841.16 a month as presented.
So moved.
Herman?
Yes.
Palmer? Yes. Flores?
Yes.
Belt?
Yes.
Missouri?
Yes.
Hernandez?
Yes.
Motion carried.
And Mr. Gayum, you want to bring us up to date on the tentative?
I would love to. It is in progress. So again, like anything else, we're waiting on the state to give us some final numbers. We just, within the last few days, got the transportation numbers, so we're going to be able to put that in there. And I think I just got an email today with the EBF, so we'll be able to put that figure in there. So it's really the revenues that we're waiting on. As always, we'll be very conservative with our budget, but I didn't want to rush Marla on trying to get something to you guys and then it be completely off. So it'll just be slightly off. That way when we do a amended one at the end of the year, it's going to be nice and clean. So what I asked Ms. Paulmeyer was if she could plan for a finance meeting at that time. We'll kind of go through the budget, give you guys the rundown of what it looks like, what the deficit's going to be at next year. Again, remembering that the bulk of all the projects are on this FY, not last year's. And then after that, we have to have a special board meeting at the end of September so we can get it under for 30 days. So there'll be 2 board meetings next month.
Any rumors of grants in the future?
There's a guy named Grant that I'm a good friend with. He's not interested. No, my guess is, I mean, again, I'm going to apply for that. We'll have the $50,000 money in this year because it's part of the bathroom. We'll get that one. My fingers are crossed that the state will continue to add some things. Joe is doing the what's the name of your grant? Sorry.
Broadband expansion.
So that's coming in this year. So that's in the budget. And some of the ESSER funds are kind of rolling over, ESSER 1, ESSER 2. The thing is, I mean, I told you guys this last year, Marla and I recouped as much as we could off the bat, so you're not going to see a whole lot of ESSER money coming in, but where we can, we'll use it. But don't plan on millions of dollars. Yeah, our surplus last year was just over $3 million of everything we either got from the state or the grants we found. Fingers crossed we can get that. Half of that would be a glorious sign for us.
Nice. Okay.
So, Ms. Palmer, do you have a particular date in mind you would like? Since we have everybody here. I did ask for next week.
I know, but next week, I'd rather do it earlier in the week before we get rolling towards the end of the school. So I'm available Monday, Tuesday. Anybody object?
Either works for me.
I would say Monday. I believe Tuesday will be my open house before school starts. It's always the night before.
So it's already Monday the 15th.
Yeah.
Okay.
What time do you think, Ms. Palmer and Ms. Bell?
Well, in all fairness to the public, would 6 o'clock be okay? Okay.
15th
6 o'clock.
at 6 o'clock. The
on
Finance
15th.
Committee.
Yes.
Here sounds like a great place to be. Dr. Quasi, can I use your library?
Sure.
Thank you.
No fees attached?
I will send you guys, by the end of this week, you guys will get the tentative
Okay.
budget work where we
Okay.
sit, and then I'll give you kind of a little summation of everything that's in there. And that way on Monday, you guys kind of have a heads up what's going on.
Yeah, that'll work. All right, 8:15 at 6 p.m. Here at the junior high.
At this time, do you want to wait until September board meeting to put the special board meeting in place so Julia's here, or? We will
I think
have,
I'd probably, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I think probably wait for June.
I'm fine with anything you guys choose to do.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
So,
Oh,
so Marla, if it's on Monday, we'll probably in the paper, we'll hopefully get in the paper that week, which means we'll need 30 days after that, so your September would be, probably the week
What
of.
is it, we done by September?
30th is the magic day, so probably the week of the 19th is when we'll look for a special board
Okay.
meeting. Okay.
any other discussion items? Anyone? I'm good. Next scheduled board meeting for September 12th. And I still move back into high school.
Next month, I'm back to the school.
September.
Oh, yes, we move back to high school.
Any other upcoming dates?
Did you want to have a policy meeting about that 109?
Is there some concern? I have not heard from anybody.
There's just some changes, it looks like.
Yeah, the anaphylactic shock, they changed the name and they, the agency's been working on it and
Public participation.
the participation, for the most part, we do all of it, but it's up to you guys if you'd like to have one. If you would, email Mr. Mazurek and we'll set something up.
Okay.
We'll have that first reading in September. There's a chance 110, 110 number, 110 might be coming. 110 might be coming out here pretty soon
If
as
you
well.
want it before the finance meeting, just go ahead and approve it, if you guys decide.
I wasn't knowing if we're just changing some verbiage.
Okay.
I'll take a look at the verbiage. I'll change it.
Okay, I need
I'll send
a
you
motion
guys
to
the
adjourn.
change.
Thanks, appreciate it.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. We adjourned at 8:22.
Yes, may I have these, please? Yeah.